Welcome to the Point Podcast, a production of Garde Voir Ci magazine. Our spring 2023 season features a look into the lost youth culture of Southeast Louisiana. For more information, visit our website at gardevoirci.nichols.edu.
Hello, everybody. My name is Quincy Evans, and I'm here with a friend who's going to be talking about being in the rap battle scene. And you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, my name Blake, but go by Violet X in this battle rap game.
So today we're just going to be talking about the ins and out of being in the rap battle scene, and more so like his memories with it and everything. So when you told me that you were mostly in like rap battles and everything, how do you really get into that per se? Because I feel like that's a very niche sort of thing to get into.
Yeah, it's crazy because you would think that, but it's only niche depending on where you live.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like maybe a state like Montana or North Dakota might not have a strong battle rap scene, but like down here, there are actually some leagues and things like that. So like I had always been like rapping and battling at school and in the streets and stuff like that. But you know, I was convinced to go and take it seriously. So like I just did some research. I found a league that was relatively close, a Creole Battle League in Homa, and I told them I wanted to battle, and I kept showing up to the events till they started to book me, and that's basically how it went.
So like it's more so like, yes, there is like leagues down here, but like was it like how long did it take you to like officially started getting booked for gigs and everything?
Well, I've only had one so far, and like within me going there the first time, maybe about like 2 months, because they had like one event each month, and it was over the summer. So I went to one in June, then I went to one in July, and then the next event they skipped a few months. And in October, I had my first battle. My first pro battle on camera.
When last year is it or?
Yeah, last year.
So what, like leading up to that, were you like nervous or anything? Were you prepared for what was to come or anything?
Honestly, there wasn't too much time to have like anticipation towards it because I did not find out I was battling until about like 4 days before the event.
So it was really just up to speculation. Like,
Yeah,
you're probably told in advance, like,
yeah,
if it was going to happen or not, but like it wasn't until those 4 days
Yeah,
before that where you actually got the say so and everything.
yeah. I got the say so, and I knew who I was battling and things like that. So like that's when I started writing 4 days prior to the event. So like, yeah, there was a little bit of nerves that went with it, but like I wasn't really super focused on it because I was just trying to get that material down.
Did you have any like practice with it beforehand? Like, did you do it with some friends maybe, or like practice like at least getting in, like stepping your foot into it or anything?
Oh, you mean like with the specific thing that I wrote for that event, or just in general?
Just in general, because like you said, it was only 4 days prior, and it's hard to like get.
Yeah.
It's hard to get things all like practice or whatever with
Okay.
someone else, and not like just look in front of a mirror or anything. But like just in general, did you have like any practice or anything so you knew what to expect?
So like a lot of my experience came from like off camera battles, like from back home. You know, people thought that he could rap, so you know, I kind of indulged in that a little bit. So that's where I kind of built up my experience towards battling. But like for this specific situation, like I didn't have nobody to like really spar with and things like that because nobody that I know really raps. You know what I'm saying? So it was just me bouncing it back off of myself, you know, by myself, and then just having confidence in my material. Now, when I finally got to the event, there was this battler. His name was PDP, and you know, he came up to me. He was looking for his opponent. He was like, "Bro, you got somebody to spar with?" I said, "Nah." And so we walked outside and we went over it together. Because you know we was battling different people and we was just chopping it up and whatnot. So I guess like you could count him as a person because he did give me some advice on what to do before I went on. But like prior to that day, no, I didn't have anybody to really practice with.
Because if I was in that scenario, I'd be like trying to practice like nonstop with people, like. But I could kind of see where you're coming, because like even if you did practice with other people, like were they in the rap battle game or not? Because if they weren't, I'd feel like even if like the response and feedback you get from those that weren't in it weren't all that helpful or anything.
Right. It's a tough thing because like you don't necessarily have to be a battler to have, I guess, a critical eye for what's good and what's not as far as bars and things like that. But at the same time, you do have to actually watch battle rap. And so because it is a little bit of a niche thing, like you say, like it's very, very specific, like it's a specific interest for, people that are into that. And so a lot of the people that I know, like they listen to rap music, but battling, that's a completely different beast. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it was like, yeah, they had a little bit of an idea of what sounded good, but like from a battle rap perspective, they couldn't give me that because they wasn't really like listening or, performing themselves.
I understand that because like I've seen a few like rap battle videos, mainly from Super Hot Fire, and I know that may not be like actual rap battle stuff and
Hmm.
everything, but that's like the closest thing that most people will see in like a
Right.
mainstream sort of thing. But from just seeing those kind of rap battles, I could tell like it's an entirely different like setup and everything than just rap music.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and like even if I was to like even try to step foot in it or anything, I feel like I would just bow out at like the first moment I get that's not that because I feel like that also takes a lot of confidence to even if like even if you know that your stuff isn't all that good compared to who you're going up against, it takes a lot of
Right.
confidence going up again and going up, say your piece and everything, and just back off and let them like do their own thing. I bet that was a bit like that. Also, must have been a bit nerve wracking for you at first.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like, the thing about it is, the way that I looked at it prior to that battle, cause I didn't get no slouch. Like the dude I was battling, his name is East City, and he was wilding on just about everybody he was battling, since his first battle, and he had like a year's worth of experience over me. You know what I'm saying? So like going into that situation, I was already the underdog, but it's like, I felt like if I didn't have confidence in my material and what I was writing, I was gonna die. Cause like a lot of things about battle rap is not just about like what you write. Like hypothetically, if that was the case, the best writers in battle rap would be the ones winning all the time. A lot of it is like depending on your performance and things like that and how you deliver your bars as well, because nobody wants to hear the best written thing if you're not doing enough with your performance to make people invested in that. And so that comes from confidence. Like if I wasn't confident up there and I was just mumbling my words and things like that, people wouldn't have been able to get behind me. So it's like regardless of how the material might have been, which I didn't really have a good grasp on that. Like I have confidence in it. Like I knew it was fire to me, but at the end of the day, it's a subjective thing. But like no
Hmm.
matter what, like you feel other people may feel about that material, you have to go in there with confidence because if you're nervous, they're gonna pick up on that, and then the crowd is gonna boo you, and then your opponent's gonna pick up on that, and once they smell blood in battle rap, it's not pretty at all.
So so how so after your first battle rap and everything, how'd you feel coming out of it really? Because like, well, did you win per se or did you won actually?
I felt really good coming out of it, because like, um, first of all, I don't think the entire crowd was a battle rap crowd because it was like a double event. They had people like fighting, like for real. Like we was in
Uh,
a boxing ring type setup, right?
uh,
So like they would have rap battles, then they have like a fight, then a rap battle, like a fight. It was like an underground fight club type thing going on.
mhm.
It was kind of crazy, but so like a lot of those people that was there was not there to see raps, but like I felt like in the building I did win, um, based upon like the fact that for one, East City slipped up like twice. He stumbled in his bars. He was forgetting his material, and his performance was like choppy. But also like just the fact that I feel like my writing had more layers to it. Like I knew he was gonna try to street talk me to death about things that I hadn't done, and I don't rap about things that I wouldn't do. So I knew that was gonna be like his approach to coming to that. So like I just I felt like I had to really be in his face and like yell at him, get aggressive with him, because I noticed a lot of his opponents like tried to address him with like this calm approach, and it's like, nah, this man is like taller than me. He got all of these struggle bars, which granted I've been through some things myself, but not like things that like I was just going into the streets, like that's never been me, just to choose that type of stuff to happen. So like I knew that he was gonna come with the aura of like, oh, I'm a tough guy, you know what I'm saying? So like I had to like neutralize that by like showing that I'm not scared of him, because the consensus before the battle was like, you're gonna lose like badly, because they haven't seen me.
Yeah, I could see that. Like if the person you're going up against like talks big and everything, and usually shows like mostly aggression and everything, I feel like the way that you did it sort of neutralized it, sort of like takes a toll on his confidence and everything. So it's kind of cool to see, well, at least hear about how you like dissuaded the situation to your favor, really. So one thing I want to also ask, like, is this more like a side thing, really? Because you said that you were more interested in this like for a while now, but it's more of a side thing, or do you just want to keep going with it for who knows how long?
I think I want to keep going with it and incorporate it into my art thing that I'm going to school for. I think that's the biggest goal, to just become like, I guess, a self-owned business at some point, because that's basically what you are in battle rap and art. You're basically selling like a product that you create as a creator. So like if I could figure out what I want to do as far as marketing and develop an internet presence and things like that, those two would just naturally tie in together, because it's like art, visual art, and performance art. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists in history, they did both of those things. So I want to be that, but like for the street side of it, for the battle rap, because I feel like our art form isn't valued as much by people outside of our culture.
I could see that, because like this isn't me personally, but other people might see battle rap as sort of more like just essentially fights, but more with words than anything. So seeing how you're trying to incorporate it with your like visual art and everything, I find that pretty cool. So there anything you would like to shout out before this ends and everything? Like,
oh yeah, go follow me on Instagram, Violet Not Purple, you know what I'm saying? And really that's about it, I think I've been in contact with iBattle. They're a battle league that's stationed in New York and whatnot. And so I think I'm gonna go for tryouts up there sometime in May, possibly. We still in negotiation with that. But yeah, like, just I'm gonna keep creating. That's all I really can do.
Well, all right. Thank you for coming on here.
Hey, no problem. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, no problem. And thank you all for listening, and I will see you all later.
That will conclude this episode. Thanks for listening, and check out our other episodes on the lost youth culture of Southeast Louisiana.